Every second post was an AI flyer.
A lot of them probably don't even know how to use Canva or those other platforms. They're like, yes, I can finally design my own graphics. But I don't realize how terrible it looks.
Or pay somebody on Upwork to do it for like $5. I will buy the extra item to avoid paying for shipping because it's like two birds, one stone. You get free shipping and you get an extra item.
I don't know. I think I'll spend money on anything. I do have a superpower though. I can sleep whenever I want to sleep.
If ASAP had a mascot, what would it be?
Like a jaguar. I hope they remembered, like from a customer standpoint, that we had exceptional customer service technicians, people that cared about them. That's really what will help grow the company. So today on ASAP Unfiltered, we're doing a little bit of a different episode. We are going to do some fun Q&A, question and answer for both Erin and I. We got some questions submitted, so we're excited to go through these. So we're just going to kind of go with the flow, go back and forth and see what comes up.
All right.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. So these were submitted on our Instagram, some of them, and these are about ASAP commercial doors.
Okay.
So what is the most common reason a commercial door breaks?
I would say not proper maintenance. I think people misunderstand that your doors need the same type of maintenance as like an HVAC unit or your plumbing in your building. So it breaks because it's not being properly taken care of. So annual maintenance is really important, especially for the safety and compliance of overhead doors, automatic doors. Those you definitely want to look at least once a year. So I think just not properly taking care of the maintenance, which we can help with, of course, but that's what we see most often. And then, of course, always there's someone drove through my storefront or my overhead door, my forklift driver hit the door. Like that's pretty common to job security for us.
Yeah,
So,
those make the best before and afters.
what's one social media trend you wish would disappear?
AI flyers.
Oh my God.
Please get rid of them. Canva is free.
Yeah.
The AI flyers, I can immediately tell within like 30 seconds that something was made with AI. And I mean, unless you have something like nailed down to a T, it makes me not want to do business with you because
like, when are they going to go away?
I don't know.
I think they're becoming more and more. Like, I see it everywhere.
Yeah, I sent my friend a screen recording the other day. I was scrolling just through my Facebook and it was every second post was an AI flyer, either for cheer stuff or I think I saw one for maybe like a food truck or something. And I get it. People are probably doing it just because it's convenient and
A lot of them
easy.
probably don't even know how to use Canva or those other platforms. They're like, yes, I can finally design my own graphics. But I don't realize how terrible it looks.
Yeah. Or pay somebody on Upwork to do it for like $5.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But yes, the AI flyers, I really wish they would go away.
I second that. Yeah.
Okay. So this one is for Tasha. What is the hardest decision you've had to make as a CEO?
I think the hardest decisions always come around people and when to let people go or when to part ways with people. I have a hard time with that. I may seem a little bit unemotional, but I'm not. Like I'm attached to the people that are on our team. So I think that's always the hardest part.
Yeah, especially if they're like a good person and they're just not doing a good job.
When it's just
like
not
I
a good
really like you, but
and those are the hard decisions that you have to make. Who has been your favorite guest so far?
For me on the podcast?
Yeah.
I really liked Melissa with Mel Blues Infusions. And then I also really liked listening to Connor, our IT guy. He had a lot of good insight on stuff that businesses could use. What about you?
Yes, I nerded out with Connor. I liked Melissa as well, kind of a different conversation. I liked Brian Southers talking about sales and leadership. I thought that was good too. But yeah, I've liked all of our guests. It's been so much fun.
Yes, it's been nice getting to know other people outside of our little bubble.
Yes, absolutely.
I like that a lot. Back to ASAP. How often should a business actually have their doors serviced?
Annually at a minimum. Now, if it's a high use store, say that, especially overhead, if that door is opening and closing hundreds of times a day, you're going to need like semi-annual or quarterly service. So at a minimum, annually. Some doors require, for compliance reasons, annual inspections anyway. So like I would be very aware of the type of doors in your building. Are they fire doors? Are they automatic doors? Do they require inspections? Because if you're not getting them inspected, then the liability is on you. So if you have an automatic door that hurts a customer and it's out of compliance, you're held liable. If you had it inspected, then the inspector is held liable. So it's really important for that aspect too.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people don't realize certain doors are required to have those
They
inspections
don't.
each year.
No, no. I mean, think about it. If you just opened your first business or like you're even a seasoned business owner, that's probably the last thing you're thinking of. Like,
Yeah.
are my doors in compliance? Because really, like fire inspectors don't come out very often. If they do, you'll figure it out real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just simply don't know. So
Yes.
education around that is super important.
I agree.
Okay, let's do something more fun. Let's see.
Okay.
I think I already know the answer to this from our last podcast, but what's your favorite platform to create content for?
I still really like TikTok.
TikTok.
It's a lot of fun, like, quick content that I can get out, like, I don't really have to think about too much behind that one, and no one really has to, like, take you seriously on there, so you can have a little bit more fun, even though I think all of our social media is pretty fun.
Yeah.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Okay. This one's for Tasha, specifically. If you weren't running ASAP, what do you think you'd be doing?
I think it's hard to imagine my life before this. Now it's been like 10 years. Before this, I was in finance, so I can imagine I would probably still be in finance, but I really do think I would have eventually gone down the entrepreneur route because that's kind of just my personality.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I think I'd be somewhere in the financial advisory services industry. How many videos do you film before getting one that you like?
My camera roll is full of like repetitive videos. I want to say if we're doing something to where we're like talking or like having to mouth words for like TikTok, it probably takes like sometimes 3 or 4 tries, but
Oh,
then
especially
sometimes
when
we're
it's me. I'm like, I need about 45 takes.
yes, but then there's some of the times where we like actually nail it on the head and it's only the one time. But yeah, it definitely takes at least 3 tries to get like a good
Yeah.
solid shot.
I think it makes me appreciate actors a little bit
Yeah.
more. I'm like, how do they memorize all those lines? I can't do 2 sentences without asking what it was.
Yeah, there's no way I wouldn't remember any of that. I'd be like, excuse me, what's my line?
Yeah.
Okay. This one I feel like we get asked a lot about ASAP. Do you guys only work on commercial doors?
Good question. Yes, ASAP commercial doors is only commercial. We do get that question a lot. We
Yeah.
get calls every day. We get emails every day. We did do residential at first when I took over the company, but we cut that out because number one, it's just not our ideal customer. You can't market to everybody. You
Yeah.
can't be a service to everybody. So we cut that service out. Additionally, our technicians are not trained for residential. Our trucks are not set up for residential. So really, if we do take a residential call, it would be a disservice to the customer.
Yeah.
So we don't do residential. No,
We don't do
we
residential.
do not. What's one piece of advice you'd give someone trying to grow on social media?
Keep posting. It might not look like it right now, but you eventually build up the algorithm and you're like, "Hey, I'm over here. Look at me." And eventually the algorithm will say like, "Oh, this person's putting in the effort. They're putting in the work. Let me pick them up and get them going."
How often should they post?
If you're really trying to grow, I would try to post at least once a day, even if it's something
On all platforms?
I would pick one. Pick one that you wanna focus on
Okay.
first. Start there, really invest in it, and then once you get that one up and moving, you can focus down the line. But yeah, I would at least post once a day, whether it be stagnant or a video.
Yeah.
The algorithm really likes videos though.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we do. We do not videos every day, but at
Yeah.
least getting that
Yeah, we
static
post at
content.
least once a day, and then I try to do 2 to 4 videos a week, just depending on my workload. If ASAP had a mascot, what would it be?
I didn't see this one in preparation. Like a really cool animal, like a jaguar.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Who's your dream guest
On the podcast?
on the podcast?
Maybe Gary Vee from, like, a marketing
Oh my gosh,
perspective to
that'd be
just be able to,
amazing.
like, pick his brain and ask him questions that
We
don't
gotta tag him in this just in case he's in Mooresville and wants to do this.
Yes, Gary Vee, we want you. But yeah, just to be able to, like, pick his brain and ask him the questions that people don't normally ask him because I feel like what he gets asked is very his niche, and I wanted
Yes.
to go outside of that and pick his brain on that end.
Yes. But I think he's so diverse. Like I've listened to a lot of his content and you can pretty much ask him anything and he'll answer within a second. Like he's very no bullshit to the point. Like I
Yeah.
would love to interview someone like that.
Yeah.
Be
What
great.
about you? What's your dream guest?
Gary Vee's awesome. That's a good one. I want to talk to Andy Frisella.
You
I
knew
know
you
I
were
was
gonna
gonna
say
say
that.
But I just think it's like that would be just a fun conversation.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't even have to have questions ready. We would just talk. And he would be like, I want to be your friend. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
Great.
exactly. Y'all would vibe on the same level. What is one thing people would be surprised to learn about you? You have a farm.
Yeah, that's new. So we now have a bunch of farm animals. I'm like a city girl trying to turn country, but not too much.
Gotta keep the level.
Got some pigs and goats and chickens. I really want a cow. So
Oh, Me
They're
too.
so cute. I just wanna snuggle them, but I'm not like an animal person like
Yeah.
that, like, I don't really want them in my house.
Well,
Like, I'm
yeah.
not even a dog person. I that sounds maybe that's the surprising thing, like, not that I dislike dogs,
Yeah.
but they're just too much work for me, and
They are
they're like
needy.
kids, and I don't need that.
Yeah, you
So,
already have
I
2 of
have
them.
kids, by the way, yeah, but I don't need any more, and dogs are just destructive, like, every dog I've had just destroys things. So, anyway, I have a farm
Yes.
because I like outside animals, not inside animals.
They kinda fend for themselves too, you don't really have to
Yeah.
worry about them too hard.
Yeah, you don't, except for did you hear about my pigs running away?
Oh, yeah, Brian was telling me all about it.
Oh my gosh. So for everybody else, here's a story. Pigs are really fast, piglets, I should say. The first day we got the pigs, we put them in, we have like a fence, but there was like openings to the fence we couldn't see because the goats don't try to
Yeah.
escape. So as soon as we put them in there, they like find these holes and they slip out and they run. And we're chasing them, but we cannot catch them. They're so fast. And then we have a cow pasture behind us. They go into the cow
Oh,
pasture and that's not our property. So we're just watching them run, run, and run and run into the woods till we can't see them anymore. We're like, oh, well, we just lost our pigs.
goodbye, pigs.
And then before you know it, they were back a couple hours later and we had to like entice them to get into this was like a 2-day ordeal. Okay. I was like, I want my pigs back. And we finally get them back in the pen. We thought we closed up all the holes. The little shit slips out again and the whole thing happens again. So how we ended up catching them was in like a trap. We've set up a cage. We put some pears in there. We researched what pigs eat, put them in there, and then we were like watching out the window. We had a string attached. It was like a booby trap. We had a string attached to the door all the way through my bedroom window. And when they got in there, we closed.
Slammed it shut.
Yeah, so I'm a little traumatized by the pigs and how fast they are, but that's my farm story.
Okay,
That was a little bit off topic.
that's okay.
Okay, anyway, how do you come up with ideas when you feel stuck?
I go outside because getting out of my office and getting away from my phone, I go outside, give myself a little break. But then I also I'm like chronically online all the time. I'm constantly scrolling, seeing what's happening, looking to see, what's picking up, and then just go from there. And I feel like that's a lot of what social media is a lot of people seeing like what other people are doing and then
Mhm.
like recreating it themselves and
Yeah.
for like their own brand. So you'll see a lot of the same like trends happening, but that's just social media in
And I
general.
think like that stuff goes viral or, gets a lot of views, but the original stuff is good too.
Yeah.
Like I don't like to just copy everybody else.
Yeah, I agree. We have some good ones. If you could have lunch with any entrepreneur, who would it be?
Ed Milet.
Okay. What does he do?
He's now like a motivational speaker and all that, but he has a huge company. He has his own island, but he's like
That's cool.
the like so intelligent and like emotionally in tune with people when he talks to them that I feel like he could connect like on a way that nobody else can. So he's really cool to talk to. Not that I've talked to him. I think he would be cool to talk to. I've seen him speak live and like the way he like moves an audience is insane. Like I was in a room and like I think everyone in the room was like crying from his story and like on edge. Like it's crazy. He has true talent when it comes to that. So I'd like to have lunch with him.
Yeah. Pick their
I would
brains.
do that. What about you?
I don't know off the top of my head. I really like this girl named Serena Neal. She has used her platform to like take care of other people. So she was really big into like clearing out all of the angel trees during Christmas. She would go and like take every single one of them off the tree and go and then buy everything that's on the list and then take it. She's also like really takes care of her delivery drivers. She has like a whole thing set up side of her house where she like gives them gift cards, food, drinks,
Nice.
that kind of stuff, and I just feel like she's doing a really good job of using her influencer platform to, like, bring good because not everybody is good like that these
Yeah,
days.
I agree.
So, Serena Neal would be
Okay,
for
I'll have
me.
to look her up. I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
What has been the biggest thing you've learned from doing a podcast?
Not to judge a book by its cover. You see some people, like, even just out in public, like, you see these people and they're like, "Oh, we wouldn't get along," or, like, "We wouldn't be able to have conversations because I don't know
Mhm.
them." So and also, like, getting out of my own comfort zone has been really nice.
Yes.
But also learning how to use YouTube and
Oh,
now
yeah.
Spotify and all of the back end things, I
There's a lot of
really
logistics behind it.
yeah, Spotify doesn't really like us right now because we use music in the background, so it's been just a learning process of that. So there's a couple of rapid fire ones. What's one thing you refuse to spend money on?
Mm,
Mine is shipping. I I will buy the extra item to avoid paying for shipping, because it's like 2 birds, 1 stone. You get free shipping and you get an extra item.
Yeah, true. I don't know, I think I'll spend money on anything. I'm very big about, like, convenience,
Yeah.
so I can't think of anything.
Okay. What's your guilty pleasure TV show?
I like drug and murder shows,
Okay.
you know, like Breaking Bad and
Oh,
Ozark
that
and
one's
all
good.
those, Yellowstone, like, those are the only shows I'll watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no reality TV.
Oh, see, I'm huge reality TV
I
person, but
can't.
I like that drama because then I don't have to have drama in my own life to keep it interesting.
Yeah.
So I like Vanderpump Rules, and then they just started a new like spinoff of that show on Hulu. It's House of Stassi, which is like one of the main characters from that other show, and I'm just like, give me all of the drama.
Yeah, I know. See, when I was younger, I used to watch all the reality shows. Like, I grew up in the time of like Laguna Beach and
Oh
all
yeah.
those, and now it irks me. Like every time I see it, I'm like, this is awful because they're truly acting,
Yes. Oh yeah,
and
it's all
it's
fake.
terrible. But I like the real acting, and I also don't like the murder mysteries that actually happened.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
then I get freaked out. I'm like, oh no, now it's real.
Yeah.
I like the fake stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, then you have to worry about like, could this happen to me?
Yeah. And I it's hard for like, I try not to watch shows because I will get hooked and then I'm never just sitting down watching a show, though I'm usually working at the same
Yeah.
time, but, like, then I stay up too late, and then I'm
Yeah.
just tired the next day. I'm like, "Because I was watching Yellowstone, that was stupid." But, like, I get hooked really easy on them,
Yes.
so I try to stay away.
What is your go-to gas station snack?
I'm not really a gas station snack gal, but, I like beef sticks.
I was gonna say, for
Yeah.
me, it's either beef stick or the Hot Cheetos lime flavor. If I'm on a road trip, I need
We did
something
get
like
that on our way
crunchy.
to Georgia. Yeah.
Yeah, I need something crunchy.
I try to stick with, like, protein, like, I like sweets, like, but I just don't
Yeah.
go down that aisle.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably for the better.
Yeah.
What's one thing you hope people remember about ASAP?
I hope they remember, like, from a customer standpoint, that we had exceptional customer service technicians, people that cared about them, and, like, that's really what will help grow the company, not anything else. Like, did we care about them and take care of them? From a employee standpoint, I would say, like, the same thing. I want the people that work here to remember us, even if they left, like, that we did good by them and we were trying to help them grow, and yeah, that's really what I wanna be
Yeah.
known for.
Make people feel good. Coffee or energy drinks?
I love both, caffeine addict, but I like espresso.
Yes, me too.
Not regular coffee. I will not drink that Keurig shit anymore. I'm like, ever since we got the Nespresso, I'm like, nope.
Yes.
Have you seen that Theo Vaughn clip? He cracks me up.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, maybe I would have him on the
Yeah, there you
podcast
go.
because
It would be
I die
entertaining.
every time I hear him talk. I'm like, he is hilarious. But he starts talking about Keurig coffee and he's like, I don't want that watered down, bean
Bean water.
water. He's like, I would give that to a baby. It's so weak. And like he goes on and on about Keurig coffee, and that's my feelings on that.
I'm a Celsius in the morning, but then if I need more caffeine, I will have an espresso.
Celsius just ain't strong enough.
Yeah. But it gets me going at the gym, so I'm
Like a
okay.
solid 300 milligrams.
It might be why you don't sleep, not because of Yellowstone.
I do have a superpower though. I can sleep whenever I want to sleep.
Oh, it takes me forever to fall asleep.
No, I can no matter where. Well, I can do it on an airplane, in an airport,
Nope.
in a car. But the problem is when I'm watching Yellowstone, I don't want to sleep. I want to stay up
Keep
and watch
watching.
it. Yeah.
Makes sense.
All right. Any other questions?
I don't
Wanna
think
wrap it
so.
up?
Yeah.
Okay, this was fun. We'll do more Q&A and we'll have you guys submit questions so we can
Yes,
keep
do it
answering them.
again.
I know we're super interesting people, so we're here to please.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.